Hello everyone, my name is Cameron and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing another sort of roster update thing for 2K18 now. WWE Games, the people who make the game, 2K and all that, have recently tweeted. Oh god, sorry, my nose is just... has recently tweeted that a full roster reveal type thing. Obviously the roster was technically fully revealed back on the 6th of September, but obviously there's been some people they wanted to add in and stuff like that to announce. So they fully actually announced everybody that is in the game. So I'm going to be going through the entire list for you guys, telling you people who are in this game fully confirmed for now, DLC excluded unless you get the Digital Deluxe Edition, which basically just adds some skins for you. And talking about some other things that might be happening. There's obviously a lot of so I want to say this really quick. There's obviously a lot of different things to this game than there was last year. A lot of people taken out. I do have one slight issue, and that's the fact that William Regal is not in this game. I love William Regal, he's fantastic, but he hasn't been in the game since 2K16. He was in that as Lord Steven Regal and as William Regal, and he wasn't in 2K17 for some reason, and he's not in this one, and I don't know why. I'm also currently wearing pants, and it's really hot in my house, so I'm sorry if you guys hear my fan. My fan actually broke today too, so I have to go buy super glue to glue that back on. But my fan is on currently, kind of blasting right at me because I have to wear pants because my cat decided to pee on my clean clothes and peed on my last good clean pair of shorts, so I literally have to do all of my laundry so I can have clean shorts again, which annoys the hell out of me, and my cat's a little bitch. So yeah, alright, so this is, as of now, this is the entire full roster. This is confirmed. This is everybody who is currently going to be in the game. This is not any DLC except for the people you would get with getting the Digital Deluxe or seen enough editions of the game. Alright, so this is broken down into 4 categories: male, female, manager, and then the extra bonus content you'll get for pre-ordering the game. So here we go, guys. Aiden English, AJ Styles, Akam, Akira Tozawa, Albert, Alexander Wolf, Andre the Giant, Apollo Crews, Bam Bam Bigelow, Baron Corbin, Big Boss Man 1991 edition, Big Boss Man 1999 edition, Big Cass, Big E, Big Show 2000, Bo Dallas, Bobby Roode, Booker T, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Bret the Hitman Hart 1997, and Bret the Hitman Hart 1998, the Brian Kendrick. Sorry, my arm is already tired from holding this. British Bulldog, Brock Lesnar, Brutus Beefcake, Buddy Roberts, Butch, Cactus Jack 1992, Cactus Jack 1998. Now, back during one of the very first roster reveals, they announced Mick Foley in the game. Now, I back then said I don't know if they meant as just Mick Foley, or if they meant his alter egos, or if they meant all of that. Sadly, they did only mean his alter egos. There's 2 versions of Cactus Jack, one of Dude Love and one of Mankind. That is it. Mick Foley is not actually in this game as a playable character, which bugs me. He's not in any simple way except for his alter egos, and I want Mick Foley as just Mick Foley. I don't know why. Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Chris Jericho 2000. Now last year it was Chris Jericho 01. I don't know why it's 2000 this year. I'm guessing it's going to be the exact same attire it was last game, just with a different name. Christian, Kurt Hawkins making his triumphant return. Same with Brian Kendrick. He's also making a return to these games. Curtis Axel, Daniel Bryan, Darren Young, Dash Wilder, Diamond Dallas Page 92, Diamond Dallas Page 98, Dean Ambrose, Diesel, still no Kevin Nash, Dolph Ziggler, Dude Love, Dusty Rhodes, Earthquake, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Enzo Amore, Epico Cologne, Eric Young, Eric Rowan, Fandango, Finn Balor, and Finn Balor Demon. Now, this is something I found, to be kind of funny. They did skins in this, guys, and the way they're doing skins is it's on the same card So, next person, the 60th guy is the Godfather. 61 is Goldberg 98 / Goldberg 04, which is how they do the different skins. Which means that Finn Balor and Demon Finn are two completely different playable characters this year, which I find to be really, really cool. Obviously, the way they try to portray Finn sometimes when he's in the demon form is that he's not the same person, and I think it's a really cool way of kind of having that aspect in this game. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but I'm excited for it. I can say that much right now. Gold Dust, Grand Metalik, Greg Valentine, Heath Slater, Hideo Itami, The Gentleman Jack Gallagher, or is it just Gentleman Jack Gallagher? I think it's just Gentleman. Jake Roberts 91 and Jake Roberts 96 as an alternate skin. Jason Jordan, JBL, Jey Uso, Jim Neidhart, Jimmy Jam Garvin, Jimmy Uso, Jinder Mahal making his return. John Cena, Johnny Gargano, Kalisto, Kane / Kane Corporate, Kane 98. That is actually a different playable character. Carl Anderson, Cassius Ohno making his debut. I know I'm not saying debut for everybody. There's a lot of people debuting in this game. Johnny Gargano, Kyrgios, basically everybody on the Cruiserweight roster right now. So that's a lot of work. Wait, what? Kevin Nash is on this list now. Kerry Von Erich, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kevin Von Erich, Killian Dane, Kofi Kingston, Connor, Larry Zbyszko, Lex Luger, Luke Gallows, Luke Harper, Mankind, Mark Henry, Michael P.S. Hayes 86 / 92. The Miz, Mojo Rawley, Mr. McMahon, Mr. Perfect, Neville, Nick Miller, No Way Jose, Noam Dar, Papa Shango, Primo Cologne, R-Truth, Randy Orton, Randy Savage, Ravishing Rick Rude, Razor Ramon, Razor, Rhino making his return. Ric Flair 88 and Ric Flair 91 as two separate characters. Rich Swann, Rick Martel, Ricky Steamboat 91, Ricky Steamboat 94. We're at 120 characters so far, guys, if you're wondering. And this isn't even the females there, this is just males. Rikishi, The Rock 01, Roderick Strong, Roman Reigns, Rusev, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, Sawyer Fulton, Scott Dawson, Scott Hall, Seth Rollins, Shane McMahon, Shane Thorne, Shawn Michaels 97, Shawn Michaels 98, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sin Cara, Steve Austin 97. I don't know why they don't just say Stone Cold. Sting 88, Sting 91, Sting 98, and Sting 99. Stunning Steve Austin, Psycho Sid, Tatanka, Tatsumi Fujinami, Titus O'Neil, TJP, Tommaso Ciampa, Triple H 01, and Triple H 98. Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze, Typhoon, Tyson Kidd, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker 91 / 98 / 99, Mystery of Darkness, The Undertaker, and The Undertaker 2000. Vader, Victor, Xavier Woods, and Zack Ryder. That is the entire male superstar roster of this game. Females: Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, Alundra Blaze, Asuka, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Billie Kay, Brie Bella, Carmella, Charlotte, Dana Brooke, Ember Moon, Emma, Ivory, Jacqueline, Lita, Maurice, Mickie James, Naomi, Natalya, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, Nikki Cross, Paige, Peyton Royce, Sasha Banks, Stephanie McMahon, Summer Rae, Tamina, and Trish Stratus. Manager only: Bobby Heenan, Lana, Paul Ellering, Paul Heyman, and Ted DiBiase. And additional content: Batista 2010, John Cena 06, John Cena 2010, Kurt Angle 01, Kurt Angle 06, and Rob Van Dam 06. Now, as far as I know, the Kurt Angle 06 is a skin, while Kurt Angle 01 would be the generic one, I believe. I don't think they have two versions of Kurt Angle. I believe those are skins. Same with the Cena ones. I believe those are also skins. So yeah. So in total, not counting the managers, we have 167, 197, 198, 199, 200 base game characters. Now, they have not released anything DLC wise. Obviously, people can always get custom superstars. Me and my uncle actually have to redo a lot of things on our draft because of this shit. So this should be fun. So I'm just gonna say this really quick while I'm talking to you guys. So we've done our draft twice now, our 2K18 draft. Then they added Albert in, so we had to redo it. They added Mr. McMahon, they added Albert, they added a few more characters. So we had to redo a lot of things with that. And now the fact that I see that Kevin Nash is in this game means I have to go down, go find where I put in William Regal, because I was gonna have him as a person for us. Kevin Nash. There we go. Add him in. And me and my uncle are probably gonna end up having to redo this entire draft again, which is slightly annoying, I must say. The fact that me and my uncle might have to redo our draft for the third time. Although I will say this: if we have to redo it, that's 123 people for each of us. That's not our total. We have 246 people total to draft between the two of us, which is, if you guys haven't realized, a huge amount of people. Like, a huge amount of people. We have a lot of created stars to download when the game comes out. Also, seeing as how Kane and Undertaker are now in this, it means that the basis for the tag teams in this game, really quick if you guys would like to know, are Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, because I'm sure they're going to be a tag team. Authors of Pain, Gallows and Anderson. If you want to do it, Evolution. If you want to do it, American Alpha. If you want to do it, Miz Taraj. Sheamus and Cesaro. If you want to do it, the Wyatt family. The Revival. The Colognes. Slater and Rhino. The Usos. Breezango. The New Day. The Ascension. If you want to do it, DIY. The Lucha Dragons if you want to. Edge and Christian if you want to. The Von Erichs. Sanity, TM61, the Hype Bros, the Fabulous Freebirds, the Bushwhackers, the Natural Disasters, the Outsiders, and if you want to add it, Razor and Diesel, the Bella Twins, the Iconic Duo, the Hart Foundation, and the Brothers of Destruction. Now, you can obviously add in a bunch more tag teams if you so well pleased to do that, I guess. If you want to, you can obviously add in a lot of people. And did I actually add in Demon Finn at the bottom? Yeah, okay. And if you guys want to know the cruiserweight lineup in this game so far, obviously, if DLC comes out and adds more, then obviously they can. Akira Tozawa, Brian Kendrick, Cedric Alexander, Chad Gable, because yes, he does fall into the 205 or under. Rich Swann, Gran Metalik, Noam Dar, Jack Gallagher, Enzo Amore, Roderick Strong, because yes, he falls under it too. TJP, Tommaso Ciampa, Kalisto, Johnny Gargano, Neville, Sin Cara, Hideo Itami, Xavier Woods, and Finn Balor. Now, obviously, me and my uncle have a lot of people that we're going to be downloading for both the cruiserweight side of things, the hardcore side of things, and a lot of other things along those lines. So, obviously, if you guys want to download a bunch of people, you can, and that adds a lot more to your roster. Current base game, obviously, only having around around 200 people is kind of lacking compared to last game. It is slightly higher than last game, which I do honestly have to say is fantastic. But the fact is that there's a lot of issues with this game already that I'm seeing. First off, Brian Pillman's not returning. Arn Anderson's not returning. I don't know why Brian Pillman's not back. That one I have no idea about. Arn Anderson works with the company. I don't know why he's not back. It's the same thing with a lot of people. It's like, why are they not in this game when they're still with the company? Dean Malenko could be added to this game because he is with the company right now. Billy Kidman, a lot of other people along those lines could be brought into this game because they are technically with the company. While it may be in a backstage setting, they are with the company. Albert, otherwise known as Matt Bloom, A-Train Tensai, or whatever the hell you want to call him, is the head of NXT, and he's still in this game, and he was in the game last year as DLC. So I don't know. They could be adding in a lot of people who are working backstage. Finley was in 2K16, wasn't in 2K17. He works backstage. Jamie Noble, he works backstage. Joey Mercury worked backstage for a time. I think he's gone away from the company though and gone on to his own things. A lot of people's comments on this too. Like, talking about waiting for arenas. Demon Balor being separate from Finn is going to be a ball ache for Universe. Good job, 2K. Well, in that sense of the word, it's the same thing as having 5 different versions of Sting or 3 different versions of The Undertaker. You're going to have them mixing around from time to time. The way to do it properly is to make sure that they're kind of separated throughout the 2 different sides. Me and my uncle, we always try to make sure that they're split up in some sort of way. Big shows we had split up in a certain way. I think I had 1, he had 2. Big Boss Man, we each had 1. Bret Hart's, we each had 1. So that's kind of the way to do that. Make sure one of you has Demon Finn and one of you has regular Finn. Or hell, have both. Have one person have both. It doesn't matter. The main issue is just making sure that they're not going for the same thing at the same time. My uncle had Sting as his champion for a while and tried to avoid having Sting go for his championship because there was like 5 Stings in last game too. So we always try to make sure that they were not going for a title that somebody else held. No Arn Anderson or Pillman confirmed. Good to know. Thanks for the clarification. Disappointed not to have Modern Goldberg, an easy fix, I guess, with the hair dye tool, but eh. Also disappointed having no 03 version of Stone Cold. That was my favorite version of last year because it had the rattlesnake t-shirt where his hands are snakes, and I had that t-shirt as a kid and I loved it. Confused about revealing Mick Foley in the roster reveal, but not having Mick Foley, only his various gimmicks. Also confused about how some are separate characters and some are alternate attires. Is there really much difference between Bret in 97 and 98? What about Sting 88 and 91? Very pleased that there are 199 superstars in the base game, and DLC easily gets us to 205 right now. So again, I really don't know if the John Cena's and I honestly am at the point where I'm waiting for this game to come out and seeing exactly how it goes for me and my uncle to do our draft, which means we're gonna have to redo it a 3rd fucking time, which is pissing me off because I've had to plan this thing out so many times. And yeah, it's just the issue is there's a lot of issue with the game, I'll put it that way. With the fact that they gave a full fucking 4-part roster reveal and then decided, hey, the roster reveals are over, but guess what? We're revealing more people. You know, they revealed Mr. McMahon, they revealed Albert, they revealed other people. They didn't have Kevin Nash in the reveals, but then he was there. Stephanie McMahon and Alicia Fox, I missed them somehow, but then they were on the roster, and there's been a lot of issue, I'll say that. There's been a lot of friggin' issue with this game. This roster is huge. Ted DiBiase, manager only, sad face. I agree with that. I would love to fucking just hop in as Ted DiBiase and start whooping some ass. I've been trying to find an answer. Also, can someone confirm what my memory is telling me that the Big Boss Man first round and Big Boss Man second round were the correct spellings? If you guys are confused, by the way, I said that Big Boss Man as 3 words and then Big Boss Man is 2 words. I've been trying to find an answer for the spelling of Boss Man and Boss Man. It honestly seems pretty sporadic with the spelling. Not sure when the cutoff is, but he left like right after Mania this year, right? I know you're being sarcastic, but yes, it is indeed was a good move doing this in my opinion. About talking about Balor and Demon Balor being 2 people, separate people. I don't know how everyone else is planning on using him, but I am for one, and I quite pleased knowing I can edit Demon Balor any way that I want without having it affect his normal attire. This is honestly one of the smartest things they could have done. I agree. Separating Demon Balor from Balor is awful. That's, in my opinion, the worst roster decision. DiBiase and Lana as managers also probably eliminates them as being DLC options down the road, too. Also eliminates a separate Mick Foley wrestler. Good to know for the future that Mick equals faces of Foley from now on. That is good to know, actually. It's kind of stupid that they decided that, hey, we're going to have Mick Foley be in the roster reveal, but he's going to be only playable through his alter egos. Which, I'll say this, I have no issue with his different alter egos. I love Cactus Jack, Mankind, Do Love. They're fantastic characters and all that, but all I'm asking is I want to be able to play as Mick Foley one fucking time in a game without having to download it. Yeah, it's good if you want to paint his nails and play dress up with him. Not so much in universe mode though. Replying to the person talking about how they're being sarcastic. Unless there's a way that the two could work together in Universe mode that hasn't been clarified yet. Otherwise, yeah, bad choice. Really, no Hulk Hogan. This would be like a Disney video game without any reference or inclusion of Mickey Mouse. Whether people hate to realize or not, Hulk Hogan is synonymous with the WWE. In that same sense, you could say that really, no China, really, no Chris Benoit, they're synonymous with the WWE. Yeah, Chris Benoit may have done some very heinous things, and yeah, China may have done porn, but guess what? China is a fantastic wrestler, and so is Chris Benoit. We shouldn't look at Chris Benoit and say he's only known for this, and we should block out his memory of his accomplishments in WWE. Yeah, it's terrible what he did. Everyone thinks that. I'm not excluded from that. I think what he did was awful. I'm not going to go into details because everyone knows what he did, but everyone knows it, and yes, it was awful what he did, but he did make some big accomplishments in WCW and WWE, and I don't think those should be completely written out of WWE's history just because of it. Anyone else notice it's not the Godfather twice? One is under Rikishi and also Stephanie McMahon twice. One is under male. What? Okay, Stephanie's not under... that could be an old comment because Stephanie's not in there. And the Godfather is only on here twice. Unless... Wait, they said under Rikishi. Yeah, Godfather... I guess that's an old comment. Let's keep going, see what other things we're seeing from this. I've been trying... Okay. He was featured at Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, Fastlane, Mania, not to mention various Raws throughout that. Glad he got carried over from 2K17, but just really confused and bugged about not having the old man Bill being a beast again. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Showcases... Okay. They'll do anything to the roster count up. Even though... Yeah. The Godfather's listed as both 60 and 122. Also, Ted DiBiase being manager only, again, is very disappointing. So I'm guessing the way they're doing the HBK 97-98 thing, and the other versions that have just two attires, DDP, Cactus Jack, Steamboat Flair, Bret Hart. Or at least I'm guessing with HBKs is it's going to be a DX version and a non-DX version. 98 version maybe being DX and 97 being his regular, Sting 98, the Wolfpack version, for the person who asked that on here, even though they're not going to see it, yes. It is in fact fattening up the roster with different attires. Seems like a cheap way of going about it. Technically, they're not doing that with everybody, but still. Finn Balor screwed in the universe, had no problem making the two Steamboat attires one character for years, but this time separated. Big Boss Man could have been combined. Same for Triple H's, Flair's, etc. As for those stats, Queens, I can beat John Cena with a 70 overall call. So those all attires needing different stats. No, they don't. I'm going to put it this way. Finn Balor having two different tires seems like a great idea. It gives you more fleshed out ways of doing it. It could come into bite people in the asses a tad bit, but I think it'd be a really cool idea. I'm going to go back to saying that it'd be kind of like, if you guys remember back in the early Attitude Era, not early, but kind of early 2000s Attitude Era time, Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, they were pretending to be another tag team called Los Conquistadores. And they were both swapping out to face because everyone was saying, oh, that's them. I think that'd be a kind of cool way of looking at it with the Demon Finn and regular Finn. The Steamboat 2 attires, I agree. I don't really see... I mean, I guess it's kind of cool to have the Dragon one be a different one, but whatever. Big Boss Man, they are two completely different attires. One's his face attire and one is his heel attire, which I actually like them differentiating between that so you don't have him flopping between face and heel like Big Show all the time. Triple H's, again, who knows? I'm guessing one version of him is going to be Hunter Hearst Helmsley because he wasn't in the lineup. One of them is probably going to be a DX version, one's going to be his regular version. Again, the whole reason with Triple H and Flair being different characters, in my opinion at least, with Triple H, it's the tag team thing, You can have Triple H be a single star in one, you can have him be with Evolution in one, and you can have him be with DX in one, which I think is a really cool way of doing it. Also, Cena's alternate attires, I like the idea of having them. The fact that they have different stats, I don't know if that's true. I haven't heard anything about that, but if that's true, then who the fuck cares? Obviously, the way it's looking is if you have different stats for different periods of time for a certain wrestler, it's because either they weren't as good back then or they're not as good now, and it's a cool way of having it be different. Charlotte also doesn't have her last name, so it could still be a Charlotte before her somewhat face turn, I guess. No Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Demon Balor separate, so stupid, dumbest decision 2K has made. No, the dumbest decision they have made is to not release the DLC or anything else, basically, at this point in time. I'll see if I can get that checked. By any chance, are the themes different for all the alts? That could be the reason for the separations. It would explain Balor, Bossman/Bossman, for example. I am totally loving how the game is shaping up this year. My only gripe is the same it had been with the roster. Can we find a way to move past having the same roster take up several roster spots? Excuse me. Again, this is talking about John Cena having different ones. The John Cena having 3 different attires, it doesn't matter that he's had the same. Just like we're about to have 3 separate John Cena characters and have the same movesets, so 6. The different thing is, those are all attires for John Cena. Those are not the same character for attire, at least, or those are not a different character from what I know of, at least. The issue I have with people complaining about the different attires and the different versions of them, the difference... Alright, so there's 5 stinks, because there's 5 big periods of his career. There's when he came back in WWE very recently. There's his... Before he became the black and white face paint. 98 is his Wolfpack. There was the Crow version of him. And there was another version of him where I think it was the tag with... with Ultimate Warrior. They said 6 Undertakers. There's 3 Undertakers with 3 separate skins on 1 Taker, which would make it 5, not 6, by the way. And 3 Triple H's, not Triple H's. Oh god. The issue I've got is, like, seriously, guys, come on. You're complaining about something like attires and all this. Looks like Ellsworth is being saved for DLC. If Ellsworth is in this game, I'm gonna be so pissed. Why do we need Stunning Steve Austin? Why 98 Triple H? No, it's not the same gimmick, and it makes complete sense. One, I guess, HBK 97 is DX Michaels, and the other one's Classic HBK. Like I said, talking about the different attires. No, these are alternate versions, have different entrances and themes, so it makes sense. Oh, okay, no Mick Foley, but that's okay for me. That's 2K Fabe for showing us the roster. I've seen countless Disney games without Mickey, so your point is invalid. Ukes has been able to do different things for Alton Tire since WWE 12, when they had Disfigured and Dash and Cody Rhodes in the same character slot come out to different music and different animations. Edit, sorry Ukes, not THQ. Isn't that what everyone asks for? Talking about the roster, yeah. Could you put them against each other? Yeah. So the issue I've got, I don't have any issue with this, to be honest. I like the fact that they add different attires. I'll put it this way: if you have a favorite superstar, so let's say your favorite superstar is Shawn Michaels, and you do a split draft universe mode with somebody, and they take HBK 98, and that's the only HBK. Let's say that's the only HBK. Okay, they take the one HBK off the board, so you have nobody. You have no Shawn Michaels on your brand. I think that's the whole reason I like the way they're doing this with the different attire or the different characters models. Now, I don't know if Cena's will be different characters. From what I heard, they were going to be alternate attire. Same with the Kurt Angle 0106 thing. Those are going to be different. So, we'll see, I guess, when the game actually fully comes out. But, guys, for now, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Stay golden. Peace.